What is going on in the Tampa Bay real estate market this month? Hey, it's Sean Reddy of the Keller Williams Reddy Group, and each and every month we take a detailed look at 9 key health metrics, vital signs, if you will, of the Tampa Bay real estate market, consisting of a combination of Hillsborough and Pinellas counties. So broad geographic area, and happy to scale that down for you if you drop a comment of what area that you might be interested in. But we're going to zoom out. We're going to take a bird's eye view here. We're going to look at month over month. We're going to look at how that favors buyers and sellers. So if you plan on entering the market anytime in the next year, you want to pay attention. We'll look at year over year. And then finally, we'll look at some longer term, like 3+ year trend lines so that we can, we're not going to predict what the market's going to do, but trends do tell us a lot of stories. So we'll end there, and you'll walk out of here with data and knowledge of how to take advantage and capitalize on the real estate market if you're buying a home, selling a home, or selling a home to buy another home. Use this data to your advantage. Now, we'll start month over month, and like we always do, everything's color-coded. If that trend moved in favor of buyers, color code is red. If it moved in favor of sellers, that color is green. Yellow means it didn't move at all. So biggest mover this month is the number of new listings popped 9.4%. So last month, September, there were less than 4,000 homes that hit the market. October, that number grew to 4,300, almost a 9.4% bump in new listings, marking the second straight month that new listings have gone up. That reversed a trend of multiple months with falling inventory and took the total number of homes available up 1.1%. Flip side, new purchase contracts up by 3%, leading indicator. Closed sales up by 3.9%, lagging indicator. And market times a little bit longer, literally one average day and one median day longer than the previous month. So that also reversed some multi-month trends of falling market times. The median closed, well, let's go to price real quick. So this is not indicative of values across the board. It's only measuring what closed in October compared to what closed in September. Same thing when we look at year over year. But what closed in October did so for 4.6% higher than what closed in September. So more than 500,000 or 503, 588 was the average price last month. Yet the median price remained exactly the same at 385,000. What did drop was this median sold price to list price ratio. And what that means, I call it the leverage factor. It measures the median close price compared to the median final asking price before a home goes under contract. So not its initial list price if they have to drop the price at all. It also doesn't take into account any seller concessions, which are very, very common right now. So there can be literally thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars that a seller is paying for maybe a buyer's rate buy down. So there you have the month over month view. Let's take a look at year over year, what this has translated to. And it's about 50-50 split between reds and greens. Now, keep in mind, last October was a little special. Back-to-back storms really put the damper on the real estate market in September and October. So, take the year over year changes kind of with a grain of salt. We'll look at it more from a longer term historical perspective here in a minute. But market times are down, new listings way up. As you can imagine, again, kind of a pause last year. Available homes way up, 24% higher this year. New purchase contracts, 36% higher. Closed sales, 22% higher. But look at the prices. The average and median closed prices did go down by 2.3 and 3% respectively. Also the leverage factor. Sellers are getting less compared to their final asking price by a figure of about 2%. So you take 2% on the average, that's like 10 grand. So it's not a small number. And again, that doesn't even take into account seller concessions that may be paid. Now, What does this look like longer term? Let's go there next and last here. And we're going to start with market times. So I know the media would lead you to believe that market times have just 10x'd over the last couple of years. Not really the case. Some markets 2x, sure. But you can see the general trend line is continuing to go up. Last month, again, reversed some downward month over months. But the average is sitting at 72, median is sitting at 44. Now this one, a little more complex, 3 measures, 1 graph. But to me, it's the most important graph in the health of the real estate market. So available homes are in the red, new listings hitting the market are in the blue, and purchase contracts, new contracts, are in the yellow. And the further the red and the yellow detach from each other, the slower the market feels if you're a seller who's not selling, who's just sitting, languishing on the market. That's because buyers have options and they're going to find the best value or wait. So the 3,000 or so homes that go to contract in any given month is a small percentage of the 14,000 that are on the market at any given time. Thus, again, making the market feel slow. Now, for the 3,000, 3,500 that do go to contract, probably doesn't feel slow to them, but they have positioned their homes in a way that causes them to sell. So again, a huge gap between the yellow line and the red line indicates buyer options. Next one, closed sales. Pretty much in that 2,500 to 3,500 closed sales in any given month range for the most part. By the way, I started this in August of 2022 because really that's when the market started feeling the effects of the interest rates rising, mortgage rates rising. So anything before that would have been just false data pretty much. But closed sales, pretty flat, some ebbs and flows, big drop-offs in January's every single year. And again, last year approached those January lows in the fall, again, due to back-to-back storms. Average and median price. Word of the day here is flat. Just sitting in that same range and has been for the last few years. With the average price, seeing a little bit more fluctuation, but the median has pretty much hovered around that 385. Well, actually, look at that. So August 2022, first month doing this, 385. October 2025, 385. So yeah, flat pretty much covers it. And then finally, median sold price to list price ratio. Again, that leverage ratio, that leverage mark that I mentioned before, been on the decline since this year's high of 100% in May, has fallen every single month since then. So sellers, learn how to price your home to position it to be a no-brainer in the market, and you're going to get, in some instances, asking price or higher. And there you have it. That is the Tampa Bay market in a minute. I know way more than a minute, but I appreciate you watching this. And if you want this broken down into your specific town or neighborhood or whatever geography that you're focused on, drop a comment, let us know. Happy to geek out over these numbers with you and happy to be a resource. Again, Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group. We'll see you next month.